Boy, y'all are messing up there. Hmm. Hmm.
Here's the statement in full from Brady. To all my teammates, coaches, executives, and staff, Coach Belichick, RKK, and the Kraft family, and the entire organization, I want to say thank you for the past 20 years of my life and the daily commitment to winning and creating a winning culture built on great values. I am grateful for all that you have taught me. I have learned from everyone. You all have allowed me to maximize my potential, and that is all a player can ever hope for. Everything we have accomplished brings me great joy, and the lessons I have learned will carry on with me forever. I couldn't be the man I am today without the relationships you have allowed me to build with you. I have benefited from all you have given me. I cherish every opportunity I have to be a part of our.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Sorry, I'm getting set up here. And I've got so much light, it's hard to see. So bear with me for a few seconds as I get set up here so I can see the stream. If you haven't heard, Tom Brady has tweeted out, "See ya, wouldn't want to be ya." I appreciate all of the good times, Super Bowl rings and all that stuff, but basically it's time for me to move the F on. And Robert Kraft has tweeted back basically a thank you very much as well. So Tom Brady is out. Now the question will be is, where is Tom Brady going to go? That is the major question that I do not have an answer for at this moment. And I don't have a chat yet, so I don't know. What's up? How have I been? Royal Cowboy Sports Report. Like everybody else, I am surviving and hoping that I don't have this virus. Every time you get a cough, a sneeze, or, something like that, you're thinking, is this it? Do I have it? So that's where I am along with everybody else. I just posted my morning video and I was getting ready to make some dog food. Let me ask you too. Philly, how you doing, man? How's the sound? Because I'm trying actually a different. We got experiment time, so I actually have like a plugged-in lavalier mic that I'm trying to see how well that works. So that didn't do what I wanted it to. So I need to change the name on this thing. So let me edit this. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Systematically, they keep closing and shutting things down. Please, yes, hopefully you stay healthy. Hopefully everybody stays healthy. I'm going to be pretty much here. I have been shopping like crazy. I've stored up. He should go to why go to the Buccaneers? I mean, that's, oh, Lordy. I mean, the weather will be better than New England, but Tampa Bay? Really? Tampa Bay? I don't think Tampa Bay is the place to go. I think that they got a long ways to go for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you know how the NFL is. Like the catch no catch, but doing all things. Let's keep it down Cowboys. They can get time and make it one-sided for a few. I wouldn't be surprised if you win the Super Bowl for
But see, it's not, I'm telling you, Tom Brady is not that guy anymore that is going to be able to be the reason they win. He'll be a complimentary part. He is not that guy. Now, he'll sell some tickets.
What's his name? What about Peyton Manning? He won Super Bowl for
Yeah, but look at the defense Peyton Manning had. So the year he won, I think he had more interceptions than touchdowns, and he had like 16 interceptions. That was not a pretty situation there. Sorry, I'm still setting up. Brady said, I made the decision, I'm moving on from the Patriots. Wow. So now the question is where will he go? Well, they're going to start over. It's time. You can't bank on a guy who's going to be the oldest starting quarterback next year in history. I mean, you're fighting Father Time. As much as we like to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to be fine, and, it catches up with you. I don't like to think that I'm an old ass, but I am an old ass, and things aren't the same.
But you're very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable has nothing to be. I can't play football anymore.
I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about other things. You're very knowledgeable.
Yeah, but
I still have a lot to learn from you.
bunked. Can you take that and just turn it just a little bit here? Looks like Cowboys will bargain. Well, Zach, just turn it just a little bit. No, that way. Right there. Right there. That's good. Okay. Zachary, you're probably right about the Cowboys will bargain basement shop.
They're probably doing what New England does.
That's what I said in my morning video. Here's the thing.
Yeah, better do something else. Goodbye. We'll take the sorry pick. That's
what I'm thinking. See, he listens to me. That's my boy. He listens to me.
Well, I'm the one that's been saying for a long time, y'all need to be a little bit more like New England.
Oh, well, damn.
Probably as much as you have probably the same too.
You know what? This is not going to work because I've got the shotgun mic. They're not going to hear you. Damn. I need to change up microphones here. He's either gone to the Chargers or the Bears. I don't think. Well, he could go to the Bears, but the Bears at least have a better defense. How am I feeling? The Cowboys. It's one of those things that you don't know what you don't know. And right now,
how much money did Mark get down from the Redskins?
I don't know how much it was, but he turned down a big deal. Yeah, Amari Cooper could have been a Washington Redskin and gotten paid big time.
I think it's like, I really don't want to go to the Redskins and that dumpster fire. Even though
you love the video.
They have a better coach. Like, nah.
Okay, guys, hang on for a second. I'll tell you what. I'm going to change up here because I am blessed today. Actually, every day that I'm alive is a blessed day. I'm going to change up real quick. Just hold on for 1 second. I'll be right back. Right back. Just don't move.
He's not here until 12.
Is there a sense that this could drag out for a while until perhaps he's able to do that?
It doesn't seem like it. No, look, you're talking $30 million per year, which is probably what this is going to end up being, from my understanding. Teams would like to know, do I have that money? Am I going to be able to spend it on other people? Both of these teams' priorities, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers, their priority is to spend that money on Tom Brady. But
they said Tampa. They
said certainly other holes that both teams have. There's other things that like spending on the free agency.
Tampa Bay and
like a decision is expected before 4 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm not sure who
it just may not be today, like we all want.
Chargers.
Not necessarily shied away from soaking up a little bit of the
have the money to spend on Tom Brady.
Well, the question is how much money will it take?
I'd probably get somewhere in the 30 to 35 range.
We are talking about him tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and just to double back a bit on his decision to leave New England, the signs were there all along, and one of them was, people close to Brady saying, you guys are underestimating how hard it is to play for Bill Belichick for 2 decades. They almost sounded surprised that Brady had lasted this long. And
it wasn't a Belichick that kept you as your owner. Belichick wanted to get rid of Tom Brady. They kept keep Garoppolo.
But you know what? It's one of those things. Those are marriage made in heaven or hell, whichever way you want to look at it. But you guys came together. A lot of times we think, oh man, let me go someplace else because it'll be better, and it's not better.
I mean, at least Garoppolo won somewhere else got to the Super Bowl.
Sorry guys, I'm changing up mics.
It wasn't because of his team, but at least he won somewhere else and went to the Super Bowl.
It's also important to note here when we talk about some of those guidelines in the light of the events involving the COVID-19 pandemic that has reduced or actually eliminated
all right, guys, let me know if you guys are hearing a signal now. Okay, let me know if you can hear me, brothers. I've got The mic sounds nice. Check 1. The mic sounds nice. Check 2. My mic sounds nice. Check 3. And I've got Michael Anthony Fitness. So, if you're just waking up and coming out from under a rock, Tom Brady has tweeted out.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, well, Royal Sports Report. Here's the problem with that. What are you doing?
I'm switching it around so it doesn't go in the fire. So it's in close to.
The fire now.
I just switched it
It's got
around.
a million washers and stuff on it. Tom Brady.
I'll fix it.
Signal is great. Okay, you might get a lot of. Michael's messing with the damn mic.
They have it on the wrong way.
Okay, so we're having a mic check. I'm not surprised Cobb left. He got paid by. I can't blame him either. Well, that's too much stuff. Okay. See if we can get in the middle here.
Where'd the Cobb go?
Cobb went to the Texas to take Hopkins' place.
Is that the wide receiver?
Only Cobb, the blue man. That's the autograph stuff.
Oh, the wide receiver?
The slot wide receiver, yeah.
Well, at least he's not going far.
No, it's staying in Texas. But you got to look at the Texans as being more dysfunctional than the Dallas Cowboys. How are you doing this morning, Maui? What's up? Yeah, Tom's on it, that guy.
They've got to make decisions and what's going on today. It's not like you can hop on a plane, go visit a team, talk with coaches, talk with GMs, and do all that. So I think you have to declare which what we saw today, statement.
Okay, there we go.
Organization, teammates, and everybody that he is.
Dak is a diva, wants all the money Dallas is offering him. Top 3. You know what? I don't want to say people are stupid, but here's the thing. There's 3 sides to every argument. There's your side, there's my side, and somewhere in the middle lies the truth. The Cowboys have been telling you, oh, we offered him top 5 money.
Yeah, but the
But
thing is,
it was like $90 million guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what it
That's not top 3. That's not top 5. Yes, you could say technically if you play out the contract, it's top 5. And you could say that, oh, he's greedy. Look at what these guys are out there getting paid. Kirk freaking Cousins has literally fleeced the system. Kirk Cousins now has guaranteed will make over $200 million in his career. Guaranteed.
how is Dak Prescott greedy?
That's where Dak Prescott's greedy. Trade him. First of all, you're an idiot that you don't know what you're talking about because you can't trade somebody who hasn't signed a tag.
You know what he gives up?
What?
You know what Dak Prescott gives up?
He
He gives up a lot.
Oh, and that's where these guys look at it and say, I'm sick and tired of
His
hearing
uncle
people.
said he only saw him maybe 3
That's
times
where people
last
are
year.
saying that
maybe 3 times last year because he's worked so much.
I tell you what, I would like for my quarterback to just have to work on being a quarterback.
I mean, he's doing the right thing to
Well,
building the future after football, but it's taking too much time away
I'm
from his
like
family.
you on that one. That's one of those ones that Tom Brady retiring from New England. He should retire in New England. To leave to go someplace else at this point, I'm not a big fan of that because you always think about Peyton Manning, even though he got a ring with Denver, it really wasn't because of Tom Brady.
Marcus Ware had more to do with that than anybody else.
Any thoughts on the Buckner trade? To be honest with you, I haven't really paid that much attention. Yesterday was all Cowboys all the time, and it was crazy with the whole Dak. I was in shock with the Dak Prescott franchise tag, and then Amari Cooper allowed to be a free agent that literally, and then the coronavirus. I was just like, this is my world right here. I know that Stephon Diggs got traded for a boatload yesterday, as opposed to Hopkins being just given away. So I haven't even really gotten into all that. I had just gotten up this morning. Stop. Bad hand. Just woke up and did my morning video about Randall Cobb signing with the Texans, which, I ain't mad at him either. that's a win actually for the Cowboys because he came in. You only paid him $5 million. He played great for you, and you'll probably get a compensatory pick now that he leaves. So, you look at it from that standpoint. So that's what I was dealing with there. And as I started doing my stuff, here it is. Tom Brady is now retiring. It's like, damn. Oh, excuse me, not retiring. Oh, sorry. Leaving New England and tweets out, "Thank you, everybody." So I'll get to other trades and stuff right now, but at the moment I'm kind of, yeah, I know Philly. I know Philly. All right. So Philly, hey Philly, sit. Morning, Joe. Tom's gonna go. Damn. I mean, that would be a reverse because most quarterbacks left Tampa Bay and got a Super Bowl ring. You had Steve Young leave Tampa Bay. You had Doug Williams leave Tampa Bay, and those guys got a ring. I guess if Tom Brady goes, well, Brad Johnson came there and got one, but that would be the reverse of what's always happened with New England. Any thoughts on losing Byron Jones? I don't think he's worth $17 million.
What did he do last year?
He was a shutdown corner, but you need a guy that can do. I mean, that's a lot for. That's a hell of a lot. Again, we're gonna get a compensatory pick because of him. I'm happy that he got paid, but that was too much for him. I would rather spend that $17 million and get a lights out defensive tackle. To me, that would be a better investment. But what do you think?
Maybe they might be looking at drafting one or two.
Hypothetically, okay, you know what? I'm gonna play this game with you. Signing Tom Brady, who last year was a shell of himself, who will be the oldest starting quarterback in the NFL history, who skills have declined. Okay? You can't say, stop it, Mark, stop touching your face. His skills have declined. You can't look and say, had we had Tom Brady here last year, we would have been in the Super Bowl. He had the best defensive football last year and was lost in the playoffs. Only had 206 yards.
But that's partially.
But hypothetically,
partially because they don't win when they have when they have to play the first round. That's part of it too.
Hypothetically, you bring him in. How long do you think that you're going to have him at best?
Maybe 1 year.
1 year? So you're going to give up a guy who is only 5 years in for a 1 year window? It would be, if you said we got a lights out team like Denver did and we just need a quarterback, then I'd say, okay, maybe that's a trick. But to me, that would be the dumbest move that you could make. What you're going to see and what happens to guys is they hit a wall. Peyton Manning, the year before he won that last Super Bowl, and I won't say he won the Super Bowl, that was that was Miller and crew and DeMarcus Ware that beat the crap out of Cam Newton. That season, literally, just was night and day difference in the year before. And that's what's going to happen with Tom Brady. And to bring Tom Brady, who's going to have to now start over, no. It's ludicrous. You don't do that because you got other needs. If you just improve your defense a little bit and your special teams and your kicker, you got a chance right now. Tom Brady's not going to change and make our offense better. Sorry, it's just not. And you can dream that. I'm kind of bummed that Cobb's gone too because, had we not had those ridiculous calls, he would have. Rashid, how you doing this morning? He would have had 3 more touchdowns.
Oh yeah, Rashid's off today.
So, well, people are always saying, "Oh, does this move free up getting Dez in there?" Dez is not a slot guy. Dez is a number 1 wide receiver. Now, if you're going to say we bring Dez in and we'll put him as the number 1 and move Amari into the slot, you could do that, but I'm not sold on Dez being able to be that number 1 guy on a regular. Well, Robert Quinn is getting a lot of play, and he's going to get a boatload of money, and that's one of those ones that we have to look at and say, hey, by the way, how's the sound? Does it sound okay? Can you hear us okay? Robert Quinn's going to be those ones that's going to sign a really big contract as well. And if he does, the bigger the better, because that's a compensatory pick. So, the Cowboys will do what they do. They'll look for value, guys that are dirt cheap. Let these guys get the big money, hopefully get compensatory picks back, and hopefully they hit. Somebody said, wait a minute. If Dak signs $40 million, they were going to lose Cooper and Jones. Good thing that the Dallas Cowboys. So then who? Who's as in quarterback, or for us, or who's going to play slot? You might look in the draft.
Drew Brees getting 50 is getting 25.
Okay, so Drew Brees takes a team-friendly deal.
So 25.
Drew Brees takes a 2-year extension, breaking, for roughly $50 million.
So 25.
So
more
right
a year.
now we have one quarterback that decided, I'm going to come back and I'm going to give some room for my team, as opposed to Kirk Cousins. So think about that though. Drew Brees gets 25. Kirk Cousins gets 33.
And Drew Brees actually won a Super Bowl in his younger years.
Well, here's my thing. I'm not starting any projects. I don't want to start working on somebody's house and then they say you got to stay home and then I'm leaving somebody's house torn up. I'm basically going to hunker down. My wife is fortunate that she's able to work from home. In fact, she was working till like 10 o'clock last night. I was like, damn, your company getting more work out of you now that you're working from home. I'm going to be here doing some work in the workshop. I'm going to be YouTubing, and I'm going to be working on the home and trying not to spend money and making sure I can hunker down. Yeah, I agree with you. Right. So Byron Jones took less. Why can't Dak?
What do you mean Byron Jones took less?
I never said he was going to get paid $40 million, but see, it's not. I didn't. I'll put it this way. Hold on. Let's back up here. See, I can see
35,
Publix,
yes, but not
you're
40.
You're new here, okay? So welcome to the Jobu Sports Report, and I see that you got a beef against Dak. That you're one of those guys that say get anybody for. That's okay. You're entitled to your opinion, but when Kirk Cousins signed for $28 million a year, completely guaranteed, he wasn't worth that. But 2 years later, you look at that and say, yeah, that's a great contract right now. Right now, that's a great contract. Because the bottom has been raised up in quarterback compensation.
What did they say about the
The
draft?
NFL is, the cap is going to blow the hell up. It's going to blow the hell up. And I'm going to look and say, did Amari Cooper really take less money? It's a 5-year, $20 million contract. It's not as high as Michael Thompson, but I think, is it second or third? Second or third. So it's not like he went down here and said, I'm going to take 15. So if you use that philosophy that Dak Prescott should take second or third money, right now the offer that the Cowboys have given him is not second or third money because of the guarantee and the length of it. So if we're talking about how the deal is, understand it's really only the guaranteed money is what you look at. You could say, I'm going to give you a $500 million contract offer, but if it's only $10 million guaranteed, it ain't shit. So right now what you're seeing is Kirk Cousins went from 28 now to 33. Ryan Tannehill is now 29.5. Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, 33.5. Aaron Rodgers is there. I heard that they're restructuring Big Ben's contract, so we'll see where that goes. And Russell Wilson. You're going to see Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson both get more than those other ones. So when you talk about taking less, understand that this thing is going north, okay? And more than likely, Tom Brady will be in the 30s as well at 40-some years old. And what is that doing out of 25 dudes?
It's not just that. Prescott's his agent, too.
So
It's
here's
his agent,
what
too. He's trying to get him the best deal possible.
$60 million guarantee, which is basically the first 3 years. What it says is, we're guaranteeing you year 1, year 2, year 3. After that, we can walk away. The other years aren't guaranteed. It's $20 million a year. So what the Cowboys have offered is basically 3 years at $33 million. That's what they've offered, and they want to tie him up for 6 years. You see what Kirk Cousins did. Kirk Cousins ended up signing a 3-year guaranteed deal and got restructured, got an extension after 2 years. So the fight in here is, how long are we going to make this contract for? That's what the fight is. Because the salary cap, let's just use hypotheticals, dude, okay? Hypotheticals, and I know I lose people when we start talking about numbers. But the NFL has estimated, they kept saying to the players, hey, look, dudes, if you sign this contract, you're going to get $5 billion more over the life of the contract. Minimum. If you take $5 billion, divide by 10 years, that's $500 million a year. Divide that $500 million a year, okay, $500 million a year by 32. You get roughly $15 million. Add to it that every year during this time, that the cap has been going up on average about $10 million. So that's $25 million more a year on average. And that's before we redo a television contract. So when you think about next year, the salary cap will be over $225 million. The next year after that will be over $250 million. What you're signing right now, it behooves you to sign it longer because then you're going to have more space, and that's what the Cowboys are thinking. If you're the player, you look at it and say, yeah, $35 million is a lot today. 2 years from now, $45 million is going to be that same number. And all you guys keep saying, he should take a deal that's, that's dirt cheap. Because, sorry, that's not the way it is. Ryan Tannehill didn't look at it that way and say, I'm thankful that the Titans brought me here and had faith enough to go ahead and give me a chance. He didn't say that. He said, give me $29.5 million. Kirk Cousins didn't look at this and say, you know what? I've already got $88 million from Minnesota. I want to try and win a ring. So guess what? I'll take less money. He didn't do that, did he? No.
Drew Brees did.
Well, Drew Brees looks at it. He is a special person. That's the only guy. He knows that this is my last go-around. I have the whole community here. What I'm trying to do is bigger than me. I got more than enough money to make it the rest of my life. What I'm trying to do for my city and my people is I'm going to try and win me a ring because I am forever tied to this city. This is my people. I'm trying to win it for my community. Unfortunately, or fortunately, most players aren't that way. They look at it as, I can get cut at any point. Kirk Cousins, I'm going to tell you exactly what Kirk Cousins is doing. Kirk Cousins understands that the Washington Redskins didn't believe in me, so they franchise tagged me 2 years in a row. So understand that even though I was playing well for them and the team sucked, they had no loyalty to me. When he got to Minnesota, and at the beginning of the year, when he struggled those first couple of games, there was rumors that Minnesota was thinking, we're just going to cut this guy at the end of the season. Understand that. You remember the first couple of games of the season, they were talking about how poorly Kirk Cousins played. So you know what his attitude is? Hey, that can be any time. I'm going to get as much money as I can because the NFL is fickle. I'm happy that we resigned. Yes, I am very happy that we resigned Amari Cooper. I'm sad that we lost Randall Cobb, but you can't keep everybody. But the thing is, for the Cowboys, they're going to bargain shop. When we brought in Randall Cobb, nobody thought like, oh my God. What did we say when we lost Cole Beasley last year? Oh my God, man, he's the best receiver we got. Well, second best receiver we got. We can't lose Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley signed a big contract with Buffalo, right? And when we signed Randall Cobb, most of you guys said, oh man, that guy's over the hill, man. Shit, he stays injured. But look what he did for us. And for him leaving and signing a bigger contract helps us to get something back in return. So it hurts, but it's business. And that's how you win if you're a smart team. Henry Ruggs. You ain't getting Henry Ruggs. You ain't getting Henry Ruggs. That ain't going to happen. That's too far down the line. We're too far down the line. And I don't want to. My first 3 picks, I want on my defense. We lost one piece on offense, and you guys automatically want to replace that. Look at what we're losing on defense. Calling Malik Collins, Robert Quinn, Byron Jones, and you want to go on an offensive piece, you need defense. And you're going to need to sign somebody in free agency big now, too. If you lose Robert Quinn, you can't just outscore everybody. You got to be able to stop some people. So, yeah, that's nice to dream that, but you now more than ever, you're losing a hell of a lot more on your defense than you are on your offense, and that's where we need to focus. You leaving me? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm hogging the mic here. Let me look at some of the comments here. Tua, well, yeah. It's crazy how some people are kind of like, let's get another quarterback. That is actually the strength of our team. What you want to do... Stop, Mark. You touched your face again. I haven't left home, but you touched your face again. Stop it. Stop it. Dude. Stop. I love how everybody always finds a reason why you don't pay. Well, you got endorsements. Oh, you got no taxes. Did that change for D-Law? D-Law got an endorsement with Snickers. Right? Right? He lives in Texas. Did he take a discount? Did he say, you know what? Hey, man, I know I've been franchise tagged last year. I'm going to go ahead because I got endorsement possibilities and I got low taxes. I'm going to take me a discount. The hell he did. Did Zeke Elliott, who had already been getting paid a hell of a lot more than his quarterback have ever had a chance to, who still had 2 years left on his contract, did he say, you know what, if I clean up my act and everything else, I can get me endorsements and I don't have to pay state taxes. I'm going to take a break. Nobody else does that. Did Kirk Cousins do that for Minnesota after getting $88 million? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm sick and tired of everybody trying to say that he don't deserve to get some money when he ain't gotten shit. I can see if he was Kirk Cousins, who has got now guaranteed in his career $200 million. I could see you saying that, hey, Kirk, you ain't paying taxes. You can get some endorsements. Why don't you take one for the team? The dude's got $4 million risking his neck for the Dallas Cowboys for 4 years. Jesus Christ. That's not a diva. No. A diva would be like T.O. out there. And you know what? He ain't never set up. You see, you know what, dude? Bye. Boy, bye. I ain't got time for I ain't got time. You can publicize your ass someplace else. How about that? Go publicize your shit someplace else. I don't need it on my channel. Bye. Okay? Bye. I argue with you for so long, but when you started calling him, oh, he's a diva. That ain't a diva. If he's a diva, then so is Russell Wilson. So is Kirk Cousins. So is Tom Brady. Every single one of them is a diva. So what is the cap space for the Cowboys? Good question. We can try and look it up right now. Uh-oh. You got me coughing out here. Let me look at over the cap real quick here. I don't know if it's updated yet or not, but we'll see. Team cap space right now is $37 million. So, So here's what you want to do. Right now we have $37 million. And here's how we can create some more room. Because Dak Prescott's cap number, because it is the franchise tag, is a hard number. If you get yourself a long-term deal, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is, 5 years, you can go ahead and reduce that to probably about 21, 22, maybe $23 million. So you can get yourself about $7 to $8 million right there to work with. Okay? You look at guys like Tyrone Crawford, who is a $9.1 million hit. If you end up cutting Tyrone Crawford, you save $8 million there. You look at Cam Fleming, who is a $5.1 million cap hit. If you cut him, you save $4.5 million. If you want some more money, you've got Zach Martin, who's a $15 million hit this year. You can go ahead and restructure his deal real easily and grab about another $8 million there. So there's ways that they can get money, but currently with, let me see, oh no, it's Amari's deal. No, it's not on here yet. Amari Cooper's deal's not on here yet. So it's 37 with Amari's, but I'm betting that Amari's deal probably will be maybe about 12 million on this year. So that would be probably, leaves with about 25 million at the moment. Brady will be a Cowboy. Oh, here we go. Brady going to wind up like Steve Young. I'm going to wind up Steve Young, Troy Aikman, if he doesn't walk away now. There's always a chance that something like that happens, but that's not a dream. You're going to find out that would end up being a nightmare. I'm telling you. How you doing, Sheila? The Cowboys are a quarterback. Oh, I see all the haters are out this morning. Jackass is back. Darth, I agree with you that he would be better off on another team because it definitely isn't getting love. Sven, I'm with you, man. I don't want to see that Brady. I don't want to see Tom Brady in Dallas. Brady going to be now going to be near Dallas. Okay. No to Tom Brady. I have to agree with you guys on that one. I definitely don't want Tom Brady. What kind of free agency pickups should the Cowboys go to? For me, right now, you need to work on the defense. You need to look at getting a cornerback. You need defensive line. You need a safety. Do I think Dak will hold out? Here's the problem for holding out. The NFL has basically changed the rules so that way now it's going to cost you a whole lot more if you hold out. That's one of those things that they kind of slipped in there on the players. So if you're doing like Zeke did and didn't come to training camp, basically you're going to lose half the salary. So if they don't cave in, you're screwed. I don't think that Dak would do that because Dak is one of those team guys. I think Dak would come in, play lights out, and he'd walk away from the Cowboys. That's the way I think it would be. How you doing, Miss Jackie? Brady said he hates the Cowboys. He is a 49er fan for life. This battle is Tampa Bay and the Chargers. There are some good cornerbacks out there. Chris, I can't remember his last name. Chris from the 49ers is a guy I think they'll actually target. Nick, thank you. I agree with you. Tom Brady is washed up or soon will be. How's everybody holding up so far with everything that's going on with the virus here? It's almost like I don't even want to watch the news anymore. You hear a lot about Harris from Denver? Yeah. Chris Harris, that's it. Chris Harris. Desmond, I got to look back on it because Desmond has been a great cornerback, but I think he's declining.
Free agency friendly. It has truly been the first thing this morning with Tom Brady saying goodbye to New England.
Chris Harris, thank you, Philly.
Back down. This is one review
I-
that happened, right?
So is anybody shocked about Tom Brady leaving? Okay, so Drew Brees signs a 2-year extension worth $50 million. Quinn right now is getting a lot of play from a lot of other teams right now. I don't think we're going to be able to re-sign him. $50 million. Hold on, let me. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Okay, so we have, how you doing, Mike? So we have one quarterback out there who is taking a team-friendly deal, and that is Drew Brees, who has always been the stand-up guy. And I think that's partially because when the Chargers gave up on him, New Orleans showed him love. And I think he's trying to return the favor by trying to bring them a Super Bowl before he retires. And he's doing his part to say, I'm going to do a team-friendly deal so we can try and make this last go-round. Well, Sheila, the question is how much is he going to get? The other way you actually look at that, too, is if it ends up being too much money, you have to let him go. You let him go, and you're going to get picks in the future for compensatory ones. Sven, I agree with you on that one. That Tua is not an NFL-ready quarterback. And him having an injury, to me, that's like, nah. We've been there with guys like Morris Claiborne and Sean Lee that have injuries coming out of college. I mean, granted, we got one great year out of Jalen Smith, but I'm not one to bring guys that are damaged goods. I'm just not. All that one Brady, y'all dumb as hell. I agree with you on that one. Our major need is defense. I feel you on offensive line. Connor Williams, I still worry about. I hope Connor McGovern will be a player. But right now, I'm saying you're probably going to lose Robert Quinn. You lost Byron Jones. You're going to lose Malik Collins. You're going to lose quite a few players on that defense. You're going to need more people and bodies on there. That's what, that's been in the back of my mind about Tom Brady is maybe he should retire. It's like, do you really want to go to Tampa Bay? Come on, man. That's not a way to end a career. Thoughts on Cooper Rush? You got to have a backup quarterback. You don't have a whole lot of money to go out and sign a veteran. And with the lack of quarterbacks out there, you had to tender them so that way you could hold on to them. Do I think Cooper Rush is going to be able to step in and play for Dak Prescott? No. I don't think so. Whoa, Jackson, Mr. Jackson. Watch it with the ladies, man. Watch it with the ladies. Don't listen. We do not do personal attacks up in here, okay? We don't do personal attacks up in here, okay? Especially, you might want to watch it with Tiara, because Tiara, she will rip you a new one. You see the pretty face and all that, but don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, because I've been going like, damn, you did that to him? Yeah. Yeah, Tyron Smith is, I agree with you. But he's going to miss 3 games. But the other, 11, 12, he'll be playing lights out. 2 of them will be so-so. So you got to hold on to that. And right now, as the left tackle at 13 million, you roll the dice with that one, and you hopefully have a good swing tackle for when he's not there. Yeah, we've heard that the Bucks are going all in on Tom Brady. The question is Tom Brady all in that too? But then again, they might say, Tom, we'll pay you 35 million because you're going to put fans in the stands, so we'll get our money back. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, not hold her. It's not hold her own. She will stop his behind. Yeah. Today it's Tom Brady. Yesterday, of course, it was Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. And this is what the NFL does. Brady should retire. Colts still in on Brady? I hadn't heard about the Colts on that one. I heard the Colts were on Phillip Rivers. Clutch, we do the same thing we did last year when we lost Measly Beasley. We find somebody to replace him, and hopefully they play well. Where's the demand for Tom Brady? Yeah, I agree with you. It wasn't the 49ers. It wasn't Tennessee after we had heard. Randall Cobb, hey, I ain't mad at him. He got paid with the Texans, and they've got an opening with Hopkins traded, and he'll bring back a compensatory pick for us. You got a great point there that Peyton Manning was, for the Colts, that he'll never be loved there. They'll be crying in Boston today. Yeah. So I think Ryan Switzer would be back. I hadn't thought about that one, Miss Jackie. That would be interesting. Jet D, how you doing, man? I'm still listening in. Shout out to all my friends. Jet D. Signed Dak long term. Switzer ain't coming back. You never know. Never say never. Brady ain't coming to Dallas. And you might say, woohoo, now. In the same way the Redskins said, hey, we got Donovan McNabb, we got Alex Smith, woohoo! And it ended up being a nightmare. That's what you ended up saying. You're right about that, Sven. You are always on point. So, Sven, how are you doing over in Germany, man? How's life right there with the coronavirus? Are they shutting things down? Is it disruption in daily life? You don't draft a wide receiver early in this draft, I'll tell you that. You need defense, 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 defense. Honestly, we need way better. Thank you, Tyrone. You think Switzerland could be good? Okay. I don't know that any place is good right now, I'll be honest with you. Stop it with the Brady talk. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I am with you on that one 100%. Hold on, check something here, guys. Hold up, hang on. Sorry, I'm doing something real quick. My Wi-Fi doesn't work as well as I'd like. Any updates? Only that a lot of people are interested in him. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to look and say, go out, make a deal, and bring back the offer, and we'll match it. If it's going to be one of those type deals. but definitely he's getting a lot of interest. I don't think we're going to be able to hold on to him. Thank you, Vampire Prince. I wish there was a way that I could put like a bonus reaction sticker or something on, because you were spot on that one. I don't need no old ass quarterbacks. It's a young man game. It is a young man's game. So stop with this. Let's bring in Brady. You know what always happens with people is you think about the great things that a player's done in the past. If I say Michael Vick, you think about Michael Vick in Atlanta when he was like a video game. You think about Michael Vick when he was with Philadelphia and they beat the crap out of the Redskins on a Monday night against Donovan McNabb. That's what you think about. You don't think about Michael Vick when he was with the Steelers and had the opportunity to start and could only start for a couple games and had to bring in the third string quarterback. And that's where you are with Tom Brady. You're thinking about in your head, oh my God, Tom Brady's won 6 Super Bowls and things. What you don't think about is the last Super Bowl he was in, it wasn't great. It was the defense. When you look at this season and you look going down the stretch, Tom Brady wasn't that same guy. In the playoffs against the Titans, he wasn't that same guy. So we don't remember or notice the things that are going on around us. We only think about the good things. It's like when you go, you think about where you grew up. You think about the ice cream store or the pizza parlor and stuff and hanging out with your friends. You don't think about the toxic waste dump, that was around the corner and stuff. You don't think about the bad things. You don't think about the unemployment that's there and stuff now. You only think about the good stuff. And that's where you are with the Tom Brady. Tom Brady, you think about him winning those Super Bowls and things. You don't look at it and say, yeah, but his numbers were the worst he's had in ever in his career. And you don't look at it in the long picture of, okay, if he's declining a bit the last couple of years, bring him to Dallas, he's not all of a sudden going to get better. When you think about, no, I'm not going to go there because I'll get too much hate. And that's it, Terry. That's what they see. They see 6 rings. But he comes to Dallas, it's not going to be a 7th. Sorry. They didn't win those Super Bowls purely because of Tom Brady. They won them because they have Bill Belichick, they got great defenses, and they are an incredible team. That's why they won them. Well, they made a great point right there. If you're the Chargers, you want Tom Brady because you ain't selling seats, and Tom Brady will sell some seats. Cool Arrow. A lot of people want to play here. A lot of people want to play here. It doesn't mean it's the best thing for you. So, hypothetically, to get Tua, you know what it's going to cost you to move up to get Tua? On a guy who's injured. I'm sorry. In my mind, the way I think, it's stupid. And being an old, grumpy-ass man, I'm speaking to some of you like you're my kids. When I know that your ass is out here doing stupid shit, I'm going to say, you're doing stupid shit, stop it. If you don't like the way I come across, well, this is the way I am. I'm the angry man on his front porch that's saying, get the F off my lawn. I think about Tua busting his hip, the same kind of injury that ended Bo Jackson's career. Coming out of college, I look at what the Washington Redskins gave up to try and move up to get an RG3. They gave up 4 picks, 3 number ones and a second. And it set their team back. I look at Dak Prescott in this offense right now and I say, that's kind of the strength. At best, in a couple of years, Tua might be where Dak is now. So I'm going to take resources. I'm going to take picks on areas that I need help with and try and improve a spot that's already doing pretty good. That's your solution? I'm going to lose Robert Quinn. I'm losing Byron Jones. I'm losing mostly my defensive line. And so instead of saying, let's take those 3 picks right there and use them on our defense, let's take those and the ones down the road and try and move up and get Tua. And hope, what's that? Did we lose who?
Mr. Warren Sapp. That's Warren Sapp.
No, Tristan Hill, no. We got to hold on to him because he's dirt cheap right now and hope he becomes a player. So when I say that's stupid, in my mind, on my channel, where I'm giving you my opinions, that's stupid. It's not about being belittled. I'm saying, well, and you can take it however you want to. To me, that's stupid. If, let's say Tua, okay.
Might be another Jalen Smith, but you want to let him
Right,
sit for a year?
Let's say in 2 years, Tua is where Dak is right now. Let's say that. And let's say we end up giving up our first or second this year, and then we end up giving up another first, the next year, and then another first the following year. Maybe more, maybe a player. Hell, the Jets wanted a first pick, a number 1, and Zach Martin for Adams, for a safety. That's about 4 or 5 guys. I mean, hell, Stephon Diggs, they got like 4 players for him. That's like 5 guys that you could be putting in on the defense or other spots. To hopefully get a guy in a couple years that might be on the same level. I don't see how that makes sense. I just don't see that. And those who say, well, we should be able to trade, get a couple number 1s. You're the same guys that said, let's go ahead and trade we can trade Dez Bryant, get a number. Let's trade Dez Bryant, get a number 1 pick. Ain't nobody making that trade. And the other side of that is, you don't own Dak Prescott until he signs a franchise tag. So that means I ain't signing it. Just not going to do it till the last minute.
This is the bottom of our time. That's all it is.
Right. And they're going to get the deal done. So in my mind, it's stupid. And if you don't like me talking to you the way I do, I'm sorry. This is the way I am. Don't I tell you things? Don't I get up on your skin and tell you that's some stupid shit?
Or maybe you should be doing it this way.
Yeah, this is exactly. Michael will tell you that's the way I am. I'm 54 years old, a grumpy old man, and that's the way I talk.
Some of the stuff is knowledge. I might be doing something one way. It's like, oh, it's better to do it this way.
See?
It's like, okay.
There you go.
Because you have the experience. I don't always have that experience.
Look, Mike J is just like me. I wish I got highlight comments. That's retarded. I'm sorry. To try and get Tua is a stupid. We want to win a Super Bowl now, and we can't do that with Tua.
We can't have another Jalen Smith on our team.
Thank you, Mike J.
I don't want another Jalen Smith on our team.
Right. Somebody we got to wait.
It might be good, but you don't know.
Breaking news: the Panthers are letting Cam check out the free agent market. Uh-oh.
Well, they might like the guy.
Maybe the Panthers are thinking about trying to get Tom Brady.
Or maybe they like the guy that was playing for Cam Newton.
Look, that's going to be my new thing. When I get it's not the Jason Garrett clap, because that's no. When I see a comment that I really love, it's going to be the yes, I love it. Can I get any louder? Oh, sorry. My wife she's 2 floors up in her office. She's like, can you get any louder? Okay. So when I clap after, I just go like that. Okay, I just go like that. Okay. Brady wants to go home to Cali. Sven, you're a funny. Love it. Oh, I missed a good one for Sven.
Well, he wanted to always play for the 49ers. Just like
that can go rob another team. Let any real team player come in and hand off. Good luck if okay, you know what? Okay, so I'm going to play with you, Jahanaman. Okay, so who's going to come in for dirt cheap for you? Besides Cooper Rush. Who's going to come in? Who's going to come in? You think Kirk Cousins? Is Kirk Cousins doing that for dirt cheap? Is he? Is he?
Case
No.
Keenum is getting $9 million a year.
Case Keenum is getting $9
Only
million
1
to be
year
a
is
backup.
guaranteed.
$9
1
million
year
dollars.
is guaranteed.
You want to
$9
get Case
million.
Keenum? We can get Case Keenum for $9 million. How about that?
10 of
And
them guaranteed.
in case you didn't know, Dak did throw for 4,902 yards. And Zeke, in some of those games, not so much.
You're talking about it now.
Yeah, Cam Newton. So he's able to look for a trade.
I'll look to see what's out there.
Yeah. Cam Newton is available. He's 3 times. Oh, cool arrow.
No, Cam
You're a
Newton,
dumbass.
Cam Newton,
You are a
Cam Newton
dumbass.
is good, but he's injury prone. You don't need injury prone. And some of that was Cam Newton doing some of it getting injured on his own with all that running.
Thank you. Right. He's 3 times better than Cam Newton, and he'll win us the Super Bowl because he did with the Panthers, right? Against Denver. Yeah, he did right there, right? Yeah. Okay.
He shut because of that
When the
fumble.
Panthers had great defenses. Yeah. And I like Cam Newton. I drove Cam Newton around. Cam Newton is eating my cookies. But Cam Newton, sorry. How many injuries has he had over the last couple of years, dude?
That's because some of it's because of all that running that he does. too.
Running and getting beat the hell up.
Because he messed his shoulder up again when he scored a touchdown a couple years ago.
Dak is 40. You mean Cam is 40. Or, I mean, I'm sorry. Dak is 40 and 24 in 4 years. Miss Jackie, I don't get that one. Cam hasn't been healthy since 2015. That beating that Denver put on him, it's just like it seems like it just never ended. Cam will play 2 games and his shoulder gets hurt again. Tua will not last a full year getting hit in the NFL. Cam Newton has an arm injury and kind of like Dak, but Cam made his worse. Cam Newton, yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah. Brian Harding, man. Yo, Brian. You know, Brian. It does my heart good to know that you guys wanted to get Amari Cooper and the Cowboys snatched him away from me. Even though you guys offered more money that Amari Cooper stayed here. He was like, nah, I'm going to stay away from the Redskins. I'm good. The fact that Byron Jones didn't sign with the Eagles, because the Eagles, they knew we're going to get that guy. At least it did my heart good to know that you guys wanted our people and couldn't get them.
How many Dallas Cowboys actually did something with Philly?
None.
Exactly. But the question is, but they're saying that because of all the restrictions on travel, they can't check his shoulder.
Yeah, that's
So
the
it's gonna be
problem. You can't do physicals. Or unless you do like a third-party physical where you're going to have somebody else in that area check them out.
That's what they're saying. It's going to be hard to.
You know, you guys know what the Cowboys are going to do. The Cowboys are going to do what they do, which is they're going to wait out this week. They're going to they're going to try and take care of their players and stuff, and they're going to wait till everybody blows their wad with big money on players, and then they're going to look for value the second week. And also that second wave of free agency, which will be after the draft. That's what they do. And last year, you got to look at it and say, you know, they did pretty good with getting Randall Cobb, Robert Quinn. Who else did we get that played really well? Well, those two were great. But that's what they'll do. You know, some of them will be hits, and some of them, like George Iloka was nothing, but, Randall Cobb was and Robert Quinn were. So that's what they'll do. Frank, you get the clap. The quiet clap, because we do need to work on our defense more than anything else. Here's what the Blue Rocks. It's not actually Blue Rocks. What it is it's glass. They're fire glass. So what's actually up underneath of this? I don't know if you can see this, but it's actually a fire pan. That's stainless steel that has a circular burner up underneath of it, and it's propane. And so there's a hose that goes down here up under the deck to a propane tank that goes there, and I've got a control here so that way I can light it and start a fire. Jerry only has a few years left to live, but wants to win another ring before he dies. Guess what? Brady only has 2 or 3 years of football left in him. What a happy coincidence! No, that
Jerry Jones is going to be the owner of Dallas Cowboys to the day he passes.
no, but he's saying that Jerry Jones only has a few more years left and thinks that wants to win that Super Bowl and thinks. Sorry, you're not unless you end up getting Bill Belichick in his defense and bring Tom Brady here, then you're not winning with Brady. Aaron, thank you. This guy is an idiot. Cool arrow. Where did Cam Newton do in the playoffs on the couch? Well, I think the Cowboys are playing for the drama because they could. There's no reason why they couldn't have had Amari's deal done before 12 o'clock. They did that shit because the drama factor. Just think about how the internet exploded last night with Amari Cooper re-signing.
I didn't know he resigned.
I found out right after my live stream.
That's because
I didn't tell you?
when I came home, I was sleeping.
Chris Harris is following. Oh, that's good. Chris Harris is following Dak on Instagram.
But Dak Prescott's Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he doesn't do social media.
He still has Instagram. Yeah, he still has it. He doesn't necessarily follow it. He probably has. Probably somebody else actually does it for him too.
But that might be why it's not all out here like DeMarcus Lawrence talking about I'm not getting my shoulder work done, trying to get paid because he wants to just keep it in house as much as possible, and not put his business out there for everybody.
Oh, Arrow. What the hell are you talking about? Bring some women over for me. Man, whoa. First of all, ain't nobody coming over right now with this coronavirus. Second of all, bring some women to my house for me and Michael? Don't even say that kind of shit, man. What are you, crazy? I am happily married.
And I'm working on something.
And he got girls. Yeah, he working on something. Look, Redskin fan always come up here trying to mess some shit up. Damn. Are you crazy?
I can't help it if you can't find somebody or you're young. You can't talk
Come
to
on,
women.
man. No.
It ain't my fault.
Shit. Trying to get me to see? Redskin fan trying to mess some things up for a brother. Damn. You know what, Brian? There'd probably be a beat-in, but since you're a Redskin fan, hell, dude, you've already had the shit kicked out you in life.
Yeah.
Come on in, man. We feel sorry for you.
I really feel sorry for Redskin fans because 3 of their sports teams actually won championships the last time they went to the Super Bowl.
There you go.
And the DC Defenders were number 1 in the XFL before they shut down for the season.
Redskins is mad they aren't off
So
the
like,
champs this year. Damn.
Even your D, even the XFL team's actually good.
Well, at least for the most. Okay, here's what we got to look at. You can't keep everybody, but at least for the most part, right now the only things we've lost is Randall Cobb and Jason Witten on offense. So from that standpoint, we're still in good shape for our offense to return intact.
They'll probably draft a tight end at some point in the draft.
Maybe sign a veteran. When dust clears, you don't know who's going to get kicked to the curb.
But we got some potential to pick them toward late in the draft or draft somebody.
Well, we do have some picks. But
I would say late in
what
the draft.
you have to look at is
when was Blake Jarwin? He was later in the draft.
True.
So I was like, you never know.
This could be like the 2013 to 2014 defense. Because, we're crying and saying, oh, man, we lost Byron Jones. Oh, man, we might lose Robert Quinn.
Byron Jones was messed up from the Dallas Cowboys switching his position.
True. So. But what we can also look at, though, is in 2013, we lost DeMarcus Ware because we let him go.
I'm
We
glad he got
lost
Super
Jason
Bowl.
Hatcher, who had 11 and a half sacks.
Didn't he go to Washington?
Yeah, think about that.
He went to
Is
Washington.
that a coincidence? 11 and a half sacks. Sean Lee ripped up his knee in the first day in OTAs, and everybody said, damn, you had the 32nd rated defense with those guys.
Oh, that's the year. I think that's the first time we met.
Sean Lee?
Sean Lee when he
When he was on crutches. And so you looked at that and said, how is that defense even going to be on the field? But they went from 32nd to, damn, I got an itch. 32nd to 19th. It was an improvement, even though we lost 3 great starters. So maybe that'll be this case. Sometimes you get some young guys that you weren't expecting that step up. Hell, you might get Randy Gregory back now because of the weed smoking not being an issue. You might even get David Irving back.
I wouldn't mind Irving. He's healthy.
If David Irving, Randy Gregory wasn't unhealthy. He was just smoking weed. David Irving he needed a healthy attitude is what he needed.
And maybe a change of coach is what he needs too.
We need to sign Emmanuel Sanders. Bridgewater is clever. He stays where he is in New Orleans. That's where I'm surprised that we haven't heard anything on Teddy Bridgewater.
I wouldn't.
That's an interesting take.
He might take over in 2 years if he's still with him.
I don't think they can afford. Well, Drew Brees taking that deal might help them somewhat to be able to get some relief, but I don't know that they can still keep Teddy Bridgewater. They seem to be thinking that Tyson Hill is the guy. I don't know why, because he hasn't really played, but hey, what do I know?
The last man in history to win the MVP of the league and win the Super Bowl. Right here. The only one to do it.
Yeah.
The last one to do it.
Tierra, a lot of guys have mental issues. Hell, Tierra.
You could get hit in the head enough. I can see it.
Tierra. I don't know if you know it. You know I got mental issues, right?
If you get hit
Mucho
enough,
loco. Just say it. Hallelujah to have some tangible football talk and signings and trades. Yeah, that's the only thing that's keeping me going right now.
That's all we got.
Texas boy Eric, I don't know. Wait, hold. Time out. Why can't we count on Randy Gregory? Because Randy Gregory, when he was, reinstated, when he was actually allowed to play, he actually was here and he was actually doing work. The problem is the NFL would say, get off the field, get out of here because you're suspended. If that is taken away, then why can't we depend on it? If he's not getting, it's not like he was being arrested, for what?
I know it's unrelated news, but WrestleMania has been moved.
Wrestling Mania has been moved
to the WWE Performance Center.
To what?
To their Performance Center.
Their Performance Center? So
they're still having the event, but doing their.
But no fans.
No fans.
Well, they're talking about trying to keep gatherings of less than 10 people. So how do you? I don't know.
Well, they could do it with necessary people.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Graham. I'm sorry, I think Jimmy Graham's done. But yeah, the Bears signed him. Well, but Tierra, he didn't when he was here, but sitting on your ass for a couple of years can change that attitude a bit, especially if you don't have the same money that you can get. He actually tweeted about it'd be interesting about coming back if weed wasn't an issue. Jason Witten, done. He's gone. They moved on. Coronavirus going to have us all fat because we can't get out. Well, I'm out. I'm out in my backyard. I'm going to start cutting the grass today and trying to make it look a little bit better back here. Why I want to make a move with Snacks Harrison. If you can get it for the right price, I'd be happy with Snacks Harrison. Read him for a couple of years. That could be it. Well, that Kirk Cousins got a 2-year extension, or actually a 3-year extension. But yeah, getting 66 million more. Yeah. But see, Texas boy Aaron, here's the thing: the NFLPA's new agreement, you won't be suspended for weed. You won't be suspended for weed. The only issue he had was being suspended for weed. So now Stephen A. Smith can no longer say he can't stay off the weed because he doesn't have to. Jason Garrett definitely and him did not get along with David Irving because he was like happy. He was like applauding that Jason Garrett got fired. Chris Harris, Bray Price definitely would like to bring him in. Trading Cam Newton for Teddy. Be safe out there, Sven. 4 o'clock in Germany. Wow. My apologies, then, Mark. Oh, no apology. You ain't got to apologize. No. There's so much stuff that's happened and changed because of this new CBA that it's hard to even understand. I don't know all the things that are in there, but some of the things that we do know are they're not suspending people for drugs. They'll fine you, but they won't suspend you. When it comes to holding out, you're going to get screwed over if you hold out now. They're going to take a lot of your money, and it's going to make it so it's going to be almost impossible to hold out. Some of the other changes that are kind of big. Well, 17 games starting probably not this season, but the following year. This year, there's going to be 2 more playoff teams that will be joining into the fight. So there's a lot of things that we still don't know. Any news on Garrett? Yeah, he's the hell out of here. I don't give a rat's ass about Jason Garrett being gone. He's dead to me. Let's call him 6 Ring Tom. There you go. You think the stars are lining up for Dez now? I won't say never. That would be a surprise. But we've been on here for a little bit of time. I am going to. How many preseason games? This year it's still 4. But then the following year it's going to probably be 2. So Teddy's not a long-term starter. How many preseason games? Renee, you can't keep everybody. You know, as much as you want to, you could look at that and say Cole Beasley last year was our second best wide receiver. We let him go, and we were fortunate enough to find another guy. Here's the good thing, at least. This offense will make people better because you think about this. You know you got Zeke Elliott. Defenses have to worry about Zeke beating you. You know Amari Cooper, if he's healthy, you have to worry about him. You know Michael Gallup can go deep. There's too many people to have to cover that even a guy who's not a great wide receiver in the slot is still going to be able to get some one-on-ones. And if he's a guy who is a good route runner, Dak, if you're open, will get you the ball. So this is one of those cases a lot of times you have guys. I'll give you a great example. Think about Alvin Harper. When you had Emmitt Smith back there in that offensive line, you had Michael Irvin and Jay Novacek. Alvin Harper, you looked at and said, man, that guy's a great wide receiver. Oh, my God, Alvin Harper is a stud. And Tampa Bay paid a boatload to get him, thinking that he was a stud. But when he had to become that guy, then you realize that he benefited from all the people around him and being in that offensive system. Randall Cobb may have also benefited from that as well. Randall Cobb had his best year since 2014, being part of that Dallas Cowboys offense. Now, we'll see how that works when he goes to the Texans. I'm betting that it's not going to be quite as good because now you lost Hopkins. We'll have to wait and see. This is a great experiment. And it's kind of like when you thought about running backs. With the Dallas Cowboys offense, you looked at DeMarco Murray was beasting. He goes to Philadelphia and Tennessee. That offensive line isn't as good as what Dallas's was, and he didn't have those same kind of numbers. You looked at Darren McFadden, who was with the Raiders, who was averaging 3.3 yards a carry the last 3 years he was there. He gets the Dallas offensive line. All of a sudden, he looks great. So I think you're going to be able to get a person who maybe is, an older receiver or a guy who hasn't been really great that's going to be able to play well in that system. I just believe that. So you're going to. I think it's better to lose Randall Cobb than Amari Cooper. That's just me. Mark, it's hard to listen. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. Did it just like start? Okay. Let me know if that takes care of it.
Super Bowl champs. The Patriots still had Drew Bledsoe as the quarterback. Pete Carroll as the coach. 8-8 for New England, last place in the AFC East. Cleveland Browns had just returned to the NFL.
Okay, did that take care of it, guys?
Not exist. And now in 2020, Tom Brady.
I think the battery might have gone.
NFL team. We head to the home of his old NFL team, Foxborough, Massachusetts. Still sounds weird to say. Mike Diardi joining us live now.
Yeah, I think the battery might have gone dead on that.
I thought it was quite interesting and telling, the quote that he gave you, which was, if Tom Brady wanted to be here, we would have figured out a deal.
Hang on. Sorry, guys.
Based on what you've heard.
Yeah, he said Tom initiated the meeting last night at Robert Charleston came over and Vanessa Jones Tom Brady was on. I think through all of this.
Okay, can I get past the commercial? Damn.
Privately that he wanted Tom back, but obviously
Okay.
the Patriots ultimately we do feel is what
Let's
makes
see.
sense.
Yeah, I think
and
the
they
battery
let
might have
Bill
gone
Belichick
dead
be in
on
charge
that.
of this.
Okay. All right.
Sort of let Tom.
It started, yeah. It looked like I was actually getting 2 red lights, and so I think that ends up meaning that the battery is dying on me. So I'm good now. The troll, it made the trolls Venus. Let's see. That's weird. So what kind of noise was it? It may have been that I was too close to the damn thing, and
But he said, we've got to move on. It'll be different. It's going to be strange, but we have to move on. And
I'll check the battery on it.
That he trusts to help them turn the page and move forward and continue to be a winning organization.
Look, an absolutely remarkable run for 20 years, considering what the Patriots were before him and where they are right now, even after a disappointing exit. By the way, in the playoffs,
well, I'll figure it out.
It had become.
I thought you would be boxing.
Put that part into context for us.
Like beekeeping, kind of like a fart noises.
And where they are now,
It may have been because I was like too close to the microphone. I may have had it too loud. It was awful.
And there was a period there where
It sounded like the feds were tapping me. It sounded like farts. Okay. How do you know it wasn't farts? Okay. Okay. It was like a beeping noise. Okay. I don't know what it was. Sorry about that. Well, the trolls have left in the noise. Maybe it was like troll kill or something or other. It was like loud thumping noises. Well, I tell you what, with that being said, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. And, we've already talked out Tom Brady and stuff, and I'm actually going to go try and do some work. Where is Baker going? Good question. You were debating. I'm actually going to go up and do some other stuff right now, but I'll probably end up doing a little stream later. Stop touching your face, Mark. From my workshop later, because I'm going to do some other things. So appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to watch the news. I need to actually try and catch up on that stuff, and I need to make some dog food. We was debating. Okay, well, don't worry. Listen, wherever you are, be safe. I'm going to go ahead and try and get some stuff and keep content for everybody out here. And if any news breaks for the Cowboys, we end up losing somebody or signing somebody, I'm going to definitely be right back on, okay? Yeah, Renee, but I don't think Case Keenum is the answer for them. I think Case Keenum signed for peanuts, and I think they're looking at that, well, we'll have a backup quarterback to see. So that's where we are right there. All right, so everybody be safe out there. Keep your distance. Don't panic. And if you have some ideas and things you want to do, let me know. All right? Let me know. So be safe. Peace.